Hello everybody, I'm Duke James. This is EU4 Meiou and Taxes Hungary 3.0. Move my troops down to Rome. So, my delegating taxes was off. It wasn't automatic. The redelegation wasn't automatic, so none of my provinces actually got the volunteers. So I turned that to automatic. It dropped some of these taxes from Pest in this province, which were actually giving me a couple ducats, and it increased the manpower pool, so my expenses in the army went up, and my income decreased from the drop in those taxes, so I'm actually losing money now. But I think that's fine, because I have a huge war chest of 2100, so I can take some losses for a little bit. My property income deficit actually increased to -38. So that's another -40. I didn't invest in anything really, so that just happened by itself. But that's going to take a long time to correct itself, so I don't think I'm going to do any investing. Next to no investing. This guy actually lived to be 72 and he just died right now, so yeah, that is my luck. But does that get rid of our royal marriage? No. Our ruler has to die. Our ruler is 55, so that should happen soon. That'll get rid of one of those diplomatic reps. I'll probably finish out bureaucracy and then switch to dip. Focusing dip. But I really want this one. This last bureaucracy idea is the best, and it's really what I want from getting bureaucracy, which is the yearly state reach 0.2 plus 0.2 and bureaucratic influence 0.1. That state reach is pretty good, because the only other way to get state reach is to support the bureaucracy by expanding them, and you get 0.5 per year for 10 years, but it costs 50% stability increase interval plus 30%, 2.5 bureaucracy corruption, and 2.5 corruption. So if you can get state reach without with avoiding this, I think it's pretty good. Also, the other thing is my discipline dropped to 98% because we get this supplemented soldiery. So I found out what that is. Because I did volunteers, essentially our army has more troops, but they're of lower stock, I suppose, in a way, because they are peasants and not the nobility. They're not troops from the nobility. So it's essentially supposed to balance it. So as we rely more on the peasants for our soldiers, this decreases. But if we were to go the opposite way and rely on the nobles, I imagine this would increase. So we're supplementing our soldiery with people that aren't soldiers, I suppose, even though they can be made into soldiers. But I think that's where drilling comes from. You're supposed to drill. And I kind of like that system because it does balance. You get more manpower, but your army sucks, but you're able to fight longer. So if you go the other way and you have a really good disciplined army, you risk running out of manpower. Also, the other thing is that the spy network that I thought I had on Poland was actually Bohemia. So I went ahead and I did another spy network on Poland to get claim. To get a claim, let's do... grab a claim on that province. I've moved my troops to Rome. This province has been occupied by reactionary warlords for, I think, like 20 years. So I'm going to go ahead and just take that for Rome. Rome doesn't have any troops. So I'll just take that back. We're going to lose... Every January, we're going to lose a lot of money. Because of that property. But we should be getting a lot of people growth. Population growth. Because if this is thousands, then we've just added 400,000 people. And that can't be all from these provinces. Because that's 30,000 right there. 90,000. 76, that's 180. Maybe 200,000-ish. And this one is 76. So that's what, 150? 240. Actually, you know what? That doesn't even include that. Because I can't select those, because they're cores that I'm coring. So it's actually just the stuff. It's like these provinces. And these provinces don't really have that many people. So yeah, I think that was mostly from just pop growth. I also sold back this province for 100 ducats. But that was never cored, so shouldn't have come into that calculation. So I think most of this 400,000 was gained through just pop growth, which now, because there's pop growth, we can essentially get more taxes if I turn that on. If I turned on taxes. I'm going to leave this for now, though, because I don't really need money. If I drop down to like 1,000 and the situation's still pretty bad, then I'll go and I'll manually delegate taxes to prevent that slide. But as right now, we can keep it where it is. We have no rebels. Another thing I did was, after January 12th passes, I was building some infrastructure, but the buildings were decreasing. Like in this province, I built amenities, but it decreased to nothing. So I'm building it again. And that is because the infrastructure spending isn't enough, so the buildings are decaying. So what I went ahead and did was fund infrastructure. Okay, I'm pretty sure I did this. It must have... I'm going to set everything to 25%. I did this. It must have went back to 0 for some reason. Irrigation. I'm not going to set courthouse to anything because courthouses don't do anything. They don't exist as of right now. Okay, so is that actually... Nope, it just goes back to... Okay. Let's actually read this. The most important role of an evolving state is to take greater responsibility. Alright, blah, blah, blah. Infrastructure. Let's read this, blah, blah, blah. And he just skips it. Yeah. I mean, it's just saying the state can intervene. Infrastructure can be highly expensive. Great care should be taken. Higher levels of funding may not be possible without centralization government reform in the future. I mean, I just want to set it to 25%. No, okay. You can't do it. Alright then. No infrastructure funding for us. So I thought that was why I was actually losing some extra money, but apparently that's not, it's not working. Florence wants some condottieri. Who are you fighting, Florence? You're fighting Papal States, Latium, Rimini, and Sitten. Does this say defensive war? Oh, they just want to conquer Perugia. Unless it's a massive amount, which it's not. Alright, we'll just ignore that. I've discovered some stuff. Jan Mayen Island. I don't know Iceland exists. Which I feel is like something I should know. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and attack the Ottomans. So there's a crusading expedition, CB. They control territory in Europe or the Holy Land. So what this does is 50% aggressive expansion, 125% prestige, and 50% cost for core revocation, core return, liberation of vassals, liberation of countries. But you can't conquer provinces, you can't transfer vassals, you can't transfer trade power. So the Ottomans are allied with Al-Quds, Damascus, Trebizond, Tunis. Really only Trebizond is over here. We control these provinces. The Ottomans have no army, so I don't imagine we're going to lose control of these straits, and my army's already over here anyway. So I'll call in Rome, because I want to... they're just right there. I'll call them in Lithuania. I have a ton of favors with Lithuania. I'll just call them in as well, because I don't imagine I'm going to use all of those favors. I don't need them, but I'll just do it anyway. Alright. I have manpower, so... Bohemia has embraced casual literacy. Okay, that's actually pretty good. That was also quick. Oh yeah, now it's spreading. Because they embraced it, it's going to pop in a lot of places now. Yeah, a trade center trading with the sector has embraced casual literacy. Perfect. Embracement slowly decays as time goes on. We're not getting the institution invention. I don't know, I'm not smart enough to, I'm not smart enough, or I don't have the desire to really dive into this stuff. But I'm pretty sure we should be getting it, because we have Tech 14. We have Tech 14. A known country in the world. Oh, okay, I think maybe we weren't getting it because we didn't know the country, but then I can't imagine that Florence knew the country either if we didn't. Because it's not like they're a colonizer. The province commercialization was present in pest. Our knowledge production was more than 2. Province has a higher learning industry, yep. Legalism and commercialization was present. So knowledge production, it should have been a really tiny small amount, but we should have been getting it still. So I'm not sure if it was just such a small amount that didn't even register, like it rounded down. That might have been what it was. Unless there's something that you actually have to do besides just meeting these requirements, like you have to, like, I don't know, press a button somewhere. It's either that or because the knowledge production, that formula, the output was just so small it was rounding down. But anyway, we should get that pretty quickly. There's a couple of level 4 forts. These are both level 1. Let's go ahead and grab... I'll just take out this province. We're there. I'm gonna do severe looting because I don't care about these provinces. And I want money. Okay, Damascus got their troops over here. Damascus got a lot of troops over here, actually. Oh, they're all getting their troops over here. I thought they wouldn't show up. Alright, we still outnumber them if Lithuania wants to pop on down here. It's probably a good thing that I did call them in. They should be able to walk down here. Let's go ahead and loot them. Can I get over here? No. Alright, they can go ahead and take that province. I'm gonna try to grab this fort. That was a decent province. We killed 38,000 people. Also, they got negative deaths from war casualties, probably because of the garrison, I imagine. The garrison left and then went back to the population, which is weird to think about. So it would almost be like the garrison has to come from the population then, if it goes back. This loot will sustain us, because we're now making negative 10 ducats. They also left the siege before it was done. Are they coming up here? They're working on Izmit. Granada's embraced commercialization. Seems like they probably should have done that a long time ago. They're working on Trebizond. That's where Lithuania is. Hey, Trebizond, you want to peace out? Yeah, let's go ahead and just peace them out. Get rid of their troops. Lithuania can come over here. Our royal marriage with France has ended. It's fine. Lithuania is going to have to get unblack flagged. It's going to take them a long time. Lithuania's embraced commercialization. Our general just died mid-siege. Al-Quds doesn't know what they're doing. Wow, that general died before this guy. This guy must be like 80. Alright, a 252. No siege pips. I'm gonna grab the next standing army. That'll give a little bit of siege ability. And the next bureaucracy idea gives us access to that last one. Alright, those guys might be coming over here. Should be able to grab this. This doesn't seem like a bad province either. Alright, Tunis walked their troops all the way over here. I did not think Tunis would walk their troops here. But we're almost done. Stack wipe that country. Okay. These guys might lose, but I'd rather fight on our territory than the Ottomans' territory. Okay, I'm gonna leave most of my troops here. These attached troops can go. Siege. Okay, what do I want? So I want to return these provinces. Oh, yeah, okay. Revoke. Return. So they get rid of 3 cores, they return 3 cores. War ups for extra cash. $140 ducats for 50 war score. I would only get 66 of that. Probably just leave it. And Rome would give me 13 favors. I could steer trade, but I think that would be too much. The only reason to stay in after this point is to get loot. Where do I give this? There we go. That's not it. Can I delete this fort? I could take the province, delete the fort, give it back. Although theoretically you could do that. I can't do that in this war, because I can't take the province. Lithuania also has 27,000 troops sitting over there. These guys are doing nothing. Alright, let's go ahead and loot this province. Absolutely loot them. We just killed 27,000 people. That's a lot of people over there that I didn't initially see, but we're fine. Should be a lot of stack wipes coming up. Alright, both of their allies will leave. So I just need to take this province, and then we're good. Then I'm going to take this. Yearly state reach plus 0.2. Sign me up for some of that. And admin efficiency 2.5%. Bureaucratic influence. Perfect. Alright, I'm going to let these guys take this siege over because I don't want to lose troops for loot. Tunis no longer wants to leave. Okay. This should go to 100%. Eventually, at least. Also, it looks like Aragon took... Yeah, Aragon annexed... Interesting. So Aragon annexed Sicily and... whatever this country was. Athens? So Aragon now owns 2 provinces over here. They're not Roman cores? No. Alright, all of you can get off. I'm going to go back up over here. Yeah, that's 100%. So... I kind of like the idea of leaving the Ottomans as a separate barrier between Rome and Karaman. Imagine eventually probably try to conquer these provinces for Rome unless they do it themselves, but I think if I could break all of the Ottomans' alliances, but that would just pave the way for Karaman to come in and take their provinces pretty easily. So I'm going to just leave other alliances alone. I could have them steer trade, but I don't think they're really going to steer all that much to me. Yeah, they only have 5.5%, 5.5 power in that node, so it's probably not worthwhile to do that. I think for prestige, I'll just do stuff for prestige. Actually, give up your claims and your rivalry. And just give us military access. That's good. We lost 34,000 troops. That's alright. There's one thing we've got enough of. It's peasants. We looted 1,600 ducats. So yeah, we lost troops, but we got a lot of ducats. 403, which went directly into our treasury. 1,200 ducats to our people. Apparently we only lost 2.3 rurals. Then we lost a bit more than that, because we started with like 13,000. And we should have been gaining 290 every month, so... Alright, I'm going to end this part here, and pick up the next part. So, thank you for watching, and goodbye.